Good evening and welcome to Calling All Creeps, the podcast.
Welcome indeed. Welcome, one and all.
What's up, everybody? Today we are talking about DTV's Monster Hits, 1987. Nathan, did you get a chance to watch this?
Yes, I did. I got a chance to watch this today. Despite my incredibly busy week, I watched this partially on my way to work, which was very irresponsible of me. Finished watching it at work. Had a lot of fun with it. This was a very interesting pick.
Yeah, did you like set it under your dashboard, like in front of your speedometer?
Yeah, I may as well describe my crimes in detail. I just had it on my phone, and I held it on the steering wheel as I was steering and driving, so that I didn't have to really...
You held it on the steering wheel. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I didn't really take my eyes off the road. I mean, I did, and it was dangerous, and I probably could have killed myself and others, but I didn't. And I watched it.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had a bad phase where I had a really long drive to work. It was really early in the morning some years ago, and just about every morning I'd put a movie on and I'd set it in my dashboard right in front of my speedometer, and I'd set my cruise control, and pretty dangerous stuff. Don't recommend.
Yeah, well, this is not the Calling All Crimes podcast.
No, for sure. But all right, well, we're going to go ahead and get into this fantastic Halloween special. Yes, it's DTV's Monster Hits. That's Disney Television. They're kind of doing a mimic of MTV. This was released on October 30th, 1987. This is a compilation of music and clips from Disney cartoons kind of mashed together to make this little special. It's really great. So we've got some fun names here. We've got Jeffrey Jones, who plays the mirror on the wall. I don't know if you know him. He plays the principal in Ferris Bueller. Another fun one is June Foray, voices Witch Hazel. Witch Hazel is from the Trick or Treat short, and she came back 35 years after recording that short to re-record vocals for this. And I think that was pretty fucking cool.
Not to burst your bubble about Jeffrey Jones, but I don't think he was the principal in Ferris Bueller. I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Jones is like a convicted sex offender.
What?
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, well, I'm looking him up now. The principal. Oh, okay. No, I was thinking of the teacher, the one who says Bueller. That's not Jeffrey Jones. I guess Jeffrey Jones is in Ferris Bueller, and he's the principal.
Okay.
He is also a convicted sex offender.
Is he really?
Yes. Just FYI. Before we before we go around talking about what a cool guy he is or something, because
okay, well,
maybe not such a cool guy, but I didn't realize that he was the mirror on the wall here. That's revelatory, I guess.
Neat, I guess. So this starts out with that classic Disney D logo, which you never see anymore, that cursive D in the red.
Now that you mention it, you don't see that anymore.
Yeah, that's like one of my least favorite things. I still watch a lot of VHS tapes, and like the different ways they do the Disney logo there, and the way they spell it out in cursive on some of the old VHS tapes is so superior, and I miss it.
Well, it's interesting. Okay, so right off the bat, you kind of confirmed a suspicion I had when you said that they were doing like an MTV style thing, because I'd never heard of like DTV or Disney TV being a thing, and when I first watched this, I thought, this registers suspiciously like MTV music videos. It made me wonder if Disney, being the kind of Leviathan monopoly-seeking company that it is, if they noticed the success that MTV was having in the late 80s and were like, you know what, we're gonna move in on that.
Yeah, hopped on the bandwagon. Yeah, that's what I assume is the situation here.
Nobody makes money in this town without us grabbing a piece, and so they're like doing their own MTV thing, which is sort of
very Disney.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still do it. I also don't know much about Disney television. This was out before I was alive.
Yeah, this predates both of us.
I doubt they still do it, but I don't know. I should have looked that up. But so you get that classic D logo, and then the title Monster Hits comes on, and it's so badass. You get some lightning in there, and the logo is electrified, and it's dripping slime. It looks so iconic.
Yep, and then you get some like really, really cool, decent cartoon animation here in the intro, which makes me a little bit sad because it makes me remember once again that cartoons like that are just a dead art.
Tragic.
2D animation is still allowed to exist on TV. Disney doesn't do it anymore. It's been a long time since Disney did 2D animation. But yeah, Bryce, why don't you tell me a little bit about your personal history with this thing that we're talking about tonight? What brings it to the table tonight? Why is it a recommendation?
Oh, well, me and the kids were watching, or on YouTube, watching 80s and 90s Halloween specials, and this one came across, and I had planned to do a different episode tonight, but I saw this last minute and changed my mind. I thought this was really fun. This is a great chance to talk about some of these quote-unquote Halloween songs, as well as some of these Halloween shorts that, wouldn't fill up their own episode by themselves. This kind of gives me a place to take all these small things and talk about them in one episode. But no history with this. I thought it was really fun, and I thought it was a good opportunity. What about you?
Yeah, I'd never heard of this before. I had no idea that Disney was experimenting with trying to move in on the MTV territory. I'm kind of glad that didn't work out, to be honest. MTV had to be MTV.
Yeah, I don't think MTV worked out for MTV either.
I mean, they had a good run. I'm glad Disney didn't steal it from them, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think we needed it, but we needed this. This is really fun. I can imagine how fun this would have been to watch live October 30th, 1987. This would have been a blast.
Yeah, it seems like this must have been sort of an experiment to see if they could do it, if it could be really successful, because, I like this a lot. I'm going to give it a very favorable rating, but I will say it's a little bit low effort, and just in terms of they're not coming up with new cartoons.
Yeah.
They're literally just playing songs over old Disney cartoons for the most part. That's what most of this is.
They just took a Halloween hit CD and just put it over a compilation mashup of old cartoons. Some of it is really lines up with the lyrics, which is pretty fun. But outside of that, yeah, just kind of mishmash collage-y.
Feels a little shoehorned at times, just here and there.
But I also have to imagine, because I've seen all of these, for the most part. There are some clips I don't know what they're from. But for the most part, I've seen all of these. But I can imagine back in 1987, maybe people wouldn't have seen some of these really old shorts and stuff. I'm not sure if they had them re-released or not.
Yeah, they would have been harder to come by for sure. You'd have to catch them on TV.
Yeah, so this might have been the first time someone has seen some of these. Some of these I've seen, Lonesome Ghosts and Trick or Treat. So yeah, a whopping 10, 20 years earlier, may not have ever seen these, and so really, really fun.
Well, I guess we can talk about the cartoons and we can talk about the actual songs. Disney kind of just paid for a bunch of licenses and just played some popular songs from the time. Do you have a favorite here?
Oh, we'll get into it as we go through.
Okay.
So this is hosted by the Magic Mirror on the Wall, again played by Jeffrey Jones, and he's hosting this Halloween special. He has a fun line at the beginning. He's like, we're going to play some Halloween rock music, and he goes, back then rock had a different meaning. We'd beware of rocks, especially if they were rolling, which I found really funny.
Yeah, the joke writing is a little bit cheesy for me, but
it's for kids. And so the first song we start out with is Michael Jackson's Thriller from 1984. And so this plays over Donald Duck and the Gorilla, Trick or Treat, some Mickey Mouse Disney cartoons I didn't recognize, plays over Sleeping Beauty, Alice in Wonderland, Bambi, The Three Little Pigs, Peter Pan, 101 Dalmatians, A Christmas Carol, Sword and Stone, Snow White, some other little clips I didn't recognize. But yeah, so there's a few right here. Let's get started on Michael Jackson's Thriller. What do you think of this song, Nathan?
I've never been a Michael Jackson fan. To be honest, don't really care about Thriller. I don't especially dislike the song. I'm just kind of indifferent to it. Never really got the Michael Jackson hype. Are you a fan?
I like the the actual music video for the song, and the fact that Vincent Price has a voiceover in it, that's really fun. Like I do like the visuals, and I do like that Vincent Price is in it. Again, yeah, I don't really know much or care about Michael Jackson or this song. The song's pretty fine. The only reason I think I enjoy the song a little bit is because I think it's been forced into the Halloween sound. Can't go to a Halloween party or listen to a Halloween soundtrack without this song being there. And I think it used to bug me when I was younger because I didn't feel like a Halloween song to me. But it's there to stay, it's not going anywhere, and so I accept it. I accept this is, probably besides Monster Mash, and maybe even beyond Monster Mash for most people, this might be the Halloween song.
Interesting, because I've never even thought of it as a Halloween song. I always knew that it was supposed to be like a horror-themed song, or at least music video. I didn't know that this was a Halloween song per se.
I mean, I'm not sure if it's like meant to be a Halloween song, but I think it has just become part of the milieu of the sound of Halloween. Again, I don't think I've ever seen a playlist online or a CD or been to a Halloween event or a Halloween party that doesn't involve this song. So there's a couple shorts that they play over. This song plays over here. Donald Duck and the Gorilla. Have you seen this short?
Maybe when I was a little kid. Because I used to watch all of this stuff when I was a kid. Like I had VHS tapes of it and whatnot. I don't remember this specific short though.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it anyways. I'm not sure if you could ever really consider this Halloween, but it does have, some spooky horror elements to it. This is a fun short. Donald Duck and his Huey, Dewey, and Louie, his three nephews, and on this really nice old radio keeps coming over about this escaped gorilla, and Donald Duck gets a gorilla mask out and some gorilla gloves, and he's scaring the hell out of his nephews, and they decide to fight back to scare him, and then this gorilla ends up inside of their house, and you just keep following the radio, giving it advice like, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, as this gorilla just chases them throughout the house, and it's really funny. And yeah, he's got some good. It's probably like a thunderstorm outside or something. I like the radio is always a good chilling addition to it. Obviously, these are all very kid-friendly, so nothing's specifically scary. But, kind of a scary little episode, a little short. It ends pretty funny. They end up tear-gassing Donald Duck and the gorilla, and they just end up, sobbing in each other's arms at the end of it. Pretty fun little short.
Yeah, you gotta love the old animation style. It's just very nice to look at.
Yeah, especially Donald. Are you a Donald Duck fan?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I find him less annoying than Daffy Duck. The Daffy guy, I just cannot stand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I think he's
Daffy. I would say Daffy Duck and Donald Duck are my favorite of the two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Donald Duck's my favorite Disney character, and probably Daffy Duck's my favorite Looney Tunes character.
Apart from the nostalgia, I don't really see anything about the characters that are appealing to me. I don't really know what the hook is.
Oh, I think Donald Duck. Have you ever heard Donald Duck's theme song?
Probably not off the top of my head.
Who's got the sweetest disposition? One guess that's who. Who never ever starts an argument? Who never has a better temperament? Who's never wrong but always right? Who never puts up a fight? Who gets stuck with all the bad luck? No one but Donald Duck. And so that's kind of his thing. Is just he seems like a pretty peaceful, easygoing guy, and just shit just happens to him, and he's just, the song's pretty funny because, it's the opposite. He's pretty pissed off all the time. So I think that's just kind of his thing is all the bad luck happens to Donald Duck, and it's just funny seeing him get cartoonishly angry about it.
Okay, well, I mean, when you explain it like that, it makes it sound a little more like a funny setup.
Yeah, I would say, Donald Duck is fucking hilarious. If you ever have time, go back and just watch Donald Duck shorts. They're the best. But okay, do you have a favorite Disney character?
I mean, when I was a little kid, I used to watch Mickey Mouse. And by Mickey Mouse, I mean the really old stuff. I think my mom gave me a VHS tape of Mickey Mouse cartoons that were old, by which I mean straight up 1930s and 40s cartoons.
Yeah, that's the good stuff, man.
Yeah, but even as a child, I just hated Disney movies.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I liked some of the really old comedic cartoon shorts. I liked some of that stuff as a really young child, but the movies, like your Beauty and the Beasts and Little Mermaids type stuff, I always just hated that stuff.
Wow, that seems so you. I didn't know it, but okay. Yeah. I'm not like one of these super crazy Disney people, but I like all the Disney stuff. At least up to a certain point. I don't watch any of the new stuff.
You probably have a healthier disposition than I do. I think I have more. I'm more of a snob than I need to be.
Well, okay, what about this next short? This is one of my favorite Halloween things of all time. This is just top tier, the Trick or Treat short. Have you seen this before?
Yes, I have. I don't remember like a plot as such, but like the imagery is very familiar to me.
Perfect. Yeah, this is it. I don't know if you like Halloween anything, you have to see this. This is my, I don't know, this might be my absolute favorite Halloween thing. Yeah, I'll just go through it real quick. It's got Huey, Dewey, and Louie dressed up. I think one's a devil, one's a pumpkin, one's a ghost. And they're going trick-or-treating, and they stop by Uncle Donald's house. And he's like, oh, my little dipshit nephews are here. And so instead of candy, he lights sticks of dynamite and shoves them into their candy bags, and their candy bags blow up, and then he dumps water on them. And Witch Hazel, which is also one of the characters, and she sees what happens to Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and she's like, okay, well, that fucking sucks. So she goes up to Donald Duck, and she's like, hey, that was kind of fucking rude. And so he pulls her fucking nose, and I think dumps water on her also, and like slams the door in her face. And she's like, all right, well, we're gonna get back at this guy. And so she busts in, and she's like, well, I'm a witch, and I'm gonna do some fucking magic, or I'll fuck you up if you don't get these kids some candy. And he's like, oh shit. And so he fucking starts going through his pantry, and he's just grabbing everything for these fucking kids. And then Witch Hazel calls him a pushover, and so he puts everything back and locks the door to his pantry and throws the key under the door. And he's like, pushover, huh? I'll show you, pushover. And then so she goes off with the nephews, and she cooks up it's this awesome scene where she gets this big cauldron, and the nephews are helping her get all the ingredients for this spell. And the color in it is so amazing. If you go back and watch like the use of color in this scene of her putting this spell together, and she takes a sip of herself, and she zips around. She's like, that's powerful stuff. And she comes back, and she, re-threatens Donald again, like, hey, you have a chance, another chance here to apologize, and, let these kids trick or treat here. He's like, get bent. And so she sprays this stuff on his feet. I think his feet turn blue, and she pretty much just boss his feet around, and she sends Donald like dancing around the room, burning him. And eventually, he gets the key back, and then he decides to swallow it instead. Like he's getting the shit beat out of him via magic. And so she like has him forces his feet to like run a mile away from his house, and then zoom all the way back until he body slams into the pantry door, and it busts open, and they can get in there. Super awesome. It's also a great scene where I can't believe I skipped it, but they've got this Trick or Treat song in here, which is maybe my favorite Halloween song of all time. Go check that song out, and it's got a great part where they've got jack-o'-lanterns come to life, and the fence posts turn into ghosts, and they paint his house green, and they go around singing. So fucking good. Yeah,
the animation is very compelling. The jokes and the gags don't really do anything for me personally, but it's also just very old stuff, so the humor doesn't necessarily translate. But it also, man, Daffy Duck's voice is just like nails on a chalkboard. I think that's my main issue with Daffy Duck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's my favorite thing to try to mimic his voice. I just walk around trying to mimic his voice to myself all the time. I love it.
Yeah, nah, dude, I watched
the videos of the guys who do the voice, and man, they have to make a pretty funny face to get that voice out. And supposedly there's a trick to it to where it's really easy, but I think it's kind of a trade secret from who's ever voicing Donald Duck.
In any case, that I still find the animation very pleasing to look at.
Yeah, it's got bats, it's got witches, it's got a broomstick, it's got spells, it's got trick-or-treating, it's got ghosts and jack-o'-lanterns, and it's got magic and pranks. It's got all the good stuff, and it's also just got an incredibly catchy Halloween tune.
Okay, so safe to say your favorite thing from this special is this right here.
Yeah, they do play probably about half of the short in this. They play a few clips, and they bring the character Witch Hazel back, and then after the next song, they do play probably about half of the short. So in this particular thing, I guess I still enjoy that it's there. But maybe not my favorite thing specifically. But this is like my favorite thing in general. Go watch the full short. Again, just really fun. They get to include it in here. All right.
Oh, by the way, just real quick, why is he dressed like a sailor?
I think that I don't know if this is true or not, but I think the idea is that he did a lot of wartime episodes because he was portrayed as a cartoon character probably back in World War I, World War II days, and so I think he is he's supposed to be in the Navy.
I see.
So I think that's kind of the idea, is like the reason he's so easily triggered is the PTSD from being involved in the war, and that's kind of like the running gag of like why, if kind of what makes him so funny is he's just kind of like, I'm gonna have a good day today, and then everything fucking happens, and he's just like, and that could be bullshit, but that's what I've read at least, and seems to make some sort of sense.
That's your headcanon.
Okay, so let's move on to the next song they've got here in this special, the Ghostbusters theme song from 1984 by Ray Parker Jr. What do you think of this song, Nathan?
It's a lot of fun. I've still never seen the movie.
I know, for somebody who's never seen Ghostbusters. This is a cool song though, right?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. I think that I like the synth riff and the chorus. The hook is nice. The bass line is nice. It's fun. I'm usually not such a massive fan of this kind of 80s pop cheese, but this song is fun.
Super fun. Did you know they originally were going to have Huey Lewis and the News do this song?
No. Did not know that. I'm not familiar with who Ray Parker Jr. is either.
I'm also not very familiar who Ray Parker Jr. is, but I'm a big Huey Lewis fan. And so, yeah, they were originally meant to do this, and I think maybe they had written part of the song before, and this song, I think, takes some parts of the Huey Lewis version. I think Huey Lewis may have even sued for this song because it was kind of their song or something like that. But Ray Parker does a perfect, fantastic job. This is, I would assume you think this is a Halloween song, right?
Yeah, I can accept that.
Catchy song. Again, you're not going to go to a Halloween party or see a Halloween playlist or CD or something without Ghostbusters being on it.
I think I tried to have a cynical attitude about it for a long time. Like, it's, I used to be kind of cynical about the whole Ghostbusters thing and resisted enjoying the song because I just thought, cheesy franchise slop.
It's undeniably catchy.
I can't resist it. Yeah. I can't resist its charms.
That's a fact. Okay, yeah, so this is a Halloween song, and we're both big fans of the Ghostbusters theme.
It has been established.
And this plays over another one of my favorite Disney shorts called Lonesome Ghosts, which features Donald Duck, Goofy, and Mickey, who run a ghost hunting team. There's a haunted house with a bunch of ghosts in it, and they're bored because no one's there, and they want to haunt somebody, and so they look in the newspaper, and they call the ghost hunters up, and they're like, hey, we got a house full of ghosts over here, come haunt us, or, they're really excited to have the job, they're lying around and watching the phone, and yeah, they go over there to hunt these ghosts, and the ghosts just spend the entire episode outsmarting them, I guess. Really, it's really funny. They just kind of like them fighting around and them being really bad at their job.
The way the ghosts are animated is really interesting. They don't look like Casper the Friendly Ghost or like typical cartoon ghosts where it's like sheets with eye holes. They're like these glowing, semi-translucent glowing figures.
Yeah.
The fact that they're depicted that way is interesting.
Yeah.
It's actually somewhat eerie looking.
It does. I would say like the art style in this is very eerie. It's again very good. Like the haunted house is super good. All the cobwebs and everything. It's beautifully done. The kicker is at the end of it, the ghost hunters, they're covered in this flour mixture, and so they kind of look like ghosts, and the real ghosts are scared off by them. They go, "Ghosts!" and like the actual ghosts like run screaming out of the house. So yeah, this is a pretty strong start to it, and I don't know, I wouldn't say it's all downhill from here, but maybe a little bit. It gets downhill a little later. But the next we have CCR playing Bad Moon Rising. What do you think of this song, Nathan?
I actually enjoy it. I'm not a big Creedence Clearwater fan or anything, but I do like it. I guess I feel kind of neutral about the band, and this sort of like hippie folk rock in general isn't normally my thing. I feel like I often confuse Creedence with like Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Hippie rock.
Well, I mean, what would you call Creedence?
Yeah, some kind of bluesy, folky, southerny kind of rock, I guess. They're kind of unique. I do not, however, think this is a Halloween song.
Yeah, this one feels more shoehorned in, I guess. They forced it to work as a Halloween song just because they got the license for this and wanted to use it.
This plays over some clips of Pinocchio, Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan, and some other stuff I didn't recognize. Nothing particularly spooky or Halloween there. It's a good song.
I didn't mind hearing it.
No, yeah, definitely. It's something I expect to see there. Okay, moving on to the next song, Bobby Boris Pickett's The Monster Mash. This is, again, I think some people will probably say Thriller, but I would say this is the Halloween song. Honestly, I'm surprised there isn't they don't do any version of like Witch Doctor in here. I would say Witch Doctor is kind of another popular song that fits into the Halloween music.
It is actually peculiar that they don't put Witch Doctor in here. That would be a very obvious choice.
But I'm glad they got Monster Mash in here because I think you would be wrong to do any sort of Halloween thing that involves music and not include the Monster Mash. Fits fucking perfect here, and it plays over something I was kind of unfamiliar with, surprisingly. The Mickey Mouse cartoon from 1929 called The Haunted House. Have you seen that?
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever heard of this before. This was new to me.
Oh, you're all familiar with the skeletons dancing in the graveyard short?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you especially. Nathan does a great cover of that song also.
Spooky, Scary Skeletons?
Yeah, you do Spooky, Scary Skeletons and use this as the background on it. Super awesome. Yeah, again, I'm really surprised I'd never seen this Haunted House short, but it seems super, super awesome. I think this all fits perfectly here. Monster Mash and these two shorts it plays over perfect. I think it's beautifully done.
Yeah, I agree. The animation of the skeletons is really well done. Like, considering that this is all hand-drawn at this period, it just looks like really painstakingly meticulous work on this animation here.
Yeah.
And the skeletons are doing all kinds of interesting visual gags and things.
Lots of intricate dances. Yeah, the gags are super, super hilarious. Okay, Mr. Mirror on the Wall comes back and does a good praise of the existence of villains, which I appreciate. We here on Calling All Creeps appreciate a good villain. And then we've got the next song, Rockwell's Somebody's Watching Me from 1984. This plays over Pinocchio, Snow White, and some other clips of that I didn't recognize. What do you think of this song, Nathan?
I enjoyed it. I'm less familiar with this one, I think. I thought it was a decent song.
Yeah, this is a really fun song. Again, it's something that I generally see involved in Halloween playlists and playing at parties and playing at that time of year. But it always kind of like is a little more of plays a little more in the background than something like Monster Mash or Ghostbusters or Thriller. But I do realize that it is there, and so it's something I'm aware, like if it came on the radio or if I heard it, like I'm very familiar with the song, but I've never really thought about it that much. It's a really catchy song, and I didn't know. I think that Rockwell and Michael Jackson were friends, and again, I don't know enough about Michael Jackson to where I ever would have recognized it, but I guess he sings like the main chorus line.
Yeah, so Michael Jackson makes 2 appearances in this special.
It was the 80s, man. You really couldn't escape Michael Jackson in the 80s, I don't think.
Yeah, no, he was pretty much like Michael Jackson and U2, 2 artists that I generally can't stand, really seem to define that decade of popular music.
U2?
Oh yeah, I freaking hate U2.
Yeah, I don't like U2 either. Were they a band in the 80s?
Yeah, no, they were primarily popular during that decade. They're associated very much with that decade.
Oh, okay. I don't think I only know, like, off the top of my head, one U2 song, and I think it was done in the early 2000s. So,
They did that album Joshua Tree in like 87 or 8 or whatever, and that was like their big...
Okay, I never knew when Joshua Tree came out, but I think I just know they did like a song with like Green Day, I think in like 2005 or some shit.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
I think it's like a Beatles cover or some shit. I think they cover a Beatles song or something. Yeah, I don't care for it. As much as I think Green Day's the greatest thing since sliced bread, you know, that kind of a damper to me. But whatever. Back to Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell. I think it's kind of hard to... I don't think I would consider it a Halloween song. But again, it's kind of there. It's kind of part of it, and you know, has been for some decades now. So kind of hard to escape. So I think another one of those that slips by, but I do think it is a very fun song.
Yeah, I can't really say anything too bad about it. I might even like it better than Thriller, as far as the Michael Jackson stuff goes.
Oh yeah, it's much better than Thriller.
Around this time, don't we also get the clip from The Great Mouse Detective?
Oh yeah, that is...
We get like a whole scene.
Yeah, that's coming up next. Yeah, Mickey Mouse comes out and introduces... a scene from The Great Mouse Detective. Obviously, this is a Halloween special, so they're highlighting the villain Professor Ratigan, voiced by Vincent Price.
Yeah, just a few years before his death at this point, late 80s.
Yeah. Ugh, unfortunately, love Vincent Price so much. But yeah, so I was, when I was reading about this a little bit, I think they were highlighting this new movie, The Great Mouse Detective, which is kind of a mouse that's essentially Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, it's which I know I said earlier that I hated Disney movies as a kid. There were always little exceptions, and this was one of the exceptions. I actually really liked that movie, and still kind of do.
Oh, really? I've never seen this.
Oh, yeah, it's super good. One thing that helps is that it's not a musical.
Oh, thank God.
Because it's a big part of what I did not like about Disney movies as a kid. It's not a musical except for this song, which is perfect in this scene where Professor Ratigan, the bad guy, records himself singing a song to the hero about how he's about to kill him, which is like the most evil thing ever. It's great.
Yeah, then sets it up as like the timer for this very
this elaborate
Edgar Allan Poe-esque, elaborate
labyrinthine
death trap machine.
Yeah, it's the movie's
very, very fun.
The movie's super good. Would definitely recommend you putting that one on with the kids one of these days because it's very fun, and there are no other songs except for this one, and I guess like one other song that a performer sings on stage at one point, but there's nobody's just randomly breaking into song in this movie. Again,
I'm not sure how Halloween-y it is, but I think The Great Mouse Detective was big at the time coming out. I'll give it the fact that it's got Vincent Price, and it looked like he had a bat sidekick in there. So that scene does play. And then we get a scene from The Adventures of Ichabod Crane, which is the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I'm a big Sleepy Hollow fan. Have you seen The Adventures of Ichabod Crane, the Disney version of this?
Probably as a kid. I'm a lot more familiar with the Tim Burton movie, and I'm a lot more familiar with this late 90s 3D animated short version of it, a TV version of it, which I'm probably going to have us talk about next week, actually.
Oh, shit. Okay.
This was actually kind of new to me. I don't love this version from the looks of it, but the animation is cool.
I never cared for it much growing up, but since I've read the book, it's actually just incredibly spot on adaptation from the book, and so I do appreciate it in that sense. Yep, that comes on again. It's got the jack-o'-lantern, it's got the headless horseman, ghost story, perfect little Halloween clip here. The mirror on the wall comes back in, and he's bitching about the evil queen from Snow White. And then they show the scene of her doing her magic or whatever to become the old woman. And then the ELO, Electric Light Orchestra song, Evil Woman from 1976, comes on. The song's called Evil Woman, so it plays over a bunch of female villains. What did you think of this song, Nathan?
I'm a fan. I like Electric Light Orchestra. I would describe it as Beatlesque, I guess. It just very tightly written, compelling chord rock.
Hell yeah. I also like Electric Light Orchestra, but I had never heard this song until watching this.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, it kind of begs the question that we've asked a few times already, which is it really a Halloween thing? I don't know that it is. I mean, it's a good jam.
Yeah, I would say not. It's got the word evil in it, so all the cartoon bits here are super nice, super well done. I do like that part about it a lot. Okay, then we move on to the mirror comes back and starts talking about superstitions, Friday the 13th, 13 black cats, walking under ladders, breaking glass. And they show a clip from Donald Duck short called Lucky Day, a fun short where Donald Duck is delivering a package, which is a bomb. He finds out it's Friday the 13th, and he...
yeah, try putting that in a kid's cartoon nowadays.
Right? Very Tom and Jerry kind of or something. He finds out it's Friday the 13th, and so while he's trying to deliver this package, he's like, I gotta avoid all this bad, generic superstition, bad luck stuff. And then, like the black cat ends up saving his life at the end of it. He doesn't get blown up by the bomb, and so all the bad luck stuff kind of ends up being Donald's lucky day or something. Pretty fun short, but this little superstition bit leads us into Stevie Wonder's 1972 song, Superstition. Great song. Again, is it a Halloween song? I don't know.
Absolutely not.
I'll take it during Halloween time. I'll listen to the hell out of this song, as well as any other time of the year. But this is a great song. You like this song?
I think it's all right. I'm not like a huge Stevie Wonder fan myself.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I know any other Stevie Wonder song besides this one. But I love that riff, man. It's catchy.
It's not my favorite flavor. This kind of funky, old school, funky soul sort of bang, 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 do, do, do kind of stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
Not really my thing.
Yeah, so this plays over that Lucky Day short, plays over some Pinocchio, some other Disney clips, some Fantasia, and some more The Adventures of Ichabod Crane. And then we have next, Donald Duck introduces another clip from Snow White. Then you have Pat Benatar's 1980 song, You Better Run, which I think the Snow White clips are very well done here. They shows all the good stuff for it. Some good spooky stuff in that film.
Looking at the clips from Snow White in this earlier today, I was just struck at how incredibly beautiful the animation looks, and just kind of blew my mind when I thought about, damn, this came out in like 1939. This must have been really something.
Isn't this the first full color cartoon film?
It was the first feature-length cartoon film in general, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it had been done before this.
Yeah, and it's incredible. Yeah, like watching this growing up, I don't think I ever would have imagined that time period it came out. But thinking about it now, yeah,
because
wow, in a few years, it's going to be 100 years old.
Yeah, because understand, previous to this, cartoons were like, Betty Boop and shit. Like the jump in quality is just astronomical. This was like really just a unbelievable achievement.
Oh my God, yeah. At the time, I mean, every detail of this, the art in this film is just masterful. Like you can just tell these people are artists. Playing over those clips is Pat Benatar's You Better Run. This is also a song I have never heard before. I probably know a couple Pat Benatar songs. Didn't stick it with me or stand out to me very much.
Yeah, I seem to remember enjoying it as I was watching it, but at this point, I can't really remember how it goes, to be honest.
Yeah. Again, you can kind of see they're starting to pull from further away. Okay, then we move on to Mickey Mouse dressed as the wizard, and he uses some magic to introduce a scene from Fantasia.
Probably the best movie that the company ever made by some distance.
Do you think this might be the best Disney movie?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, wow, okay. Well, I don't know. I'm a big Tarzan fan. I'm a big Peter Pan fan. But I think Fantasia is very, very fun. And here it is for you, Nathan. Very whimsical.
It certainly is that. It's whimsical, and it's still like early enough in their history where there were still like fairly adult themes, a darkness and an edge to it that just got totally scrubbed away in later decades.
It's a lot more serious. I don't know.
And experimental.
But so up next we have a really great song of 1946, That Old Black Magic by Spike Jones and his City Slickers. You a Spike Jones fan?
I thought Spike Jones was a director, but I'm not familiar with Spike Jones the musician.
Oh yeah, Spike Jones is like a band leader from the 1940s, and it's I don't know, but maybe you'd say he's kind of like the first Weird Al jokey parody gag songs back in the day.
Yeah, it's like novelty songs.
Oh yeah, straight up novelty stuff, and incredibly funny, incredibly talented. Go listen to some Spike Jones music. It's really, really good. But this song is great. Yeah, I would say this fits into a Halloween song.
Yeah, I mean it belongs on here more than a couple of the others, I'd say. So.
Oh yeah, I think this. As we're getting towards the end of this, I would say this is a little more of a highlight for me than some of the other music they picked here. But this song plays over some more scenes from Fantasia, a bunch of different scenes involving witches and magicians, some more Peter Pan, some more Cinderella, some more Sword in the Stone. Yeah, and for me, this might be the last good part of the special here. But so yeah, if we kind of get into a weird last third or quarter where they really get into dreams. But Witch Hazel comes back, and invites everybody into a dream, introducing Daryl Hall's 1986 song, Dreamtime. Song's pretty, I like some Hall & Oates song. I think there's some Hall & Oates songs that are super, super fun, super catchy, incredible songs. This probably isn't one of them. It plays over some Fantasia clips, Alice in Wonderland. They really highlight a lot of like astral projection, dream kind of stuff. What do you think of this song, Nathan?
I don't think I was crazy about this one. Maybe that's just me. I didn't feel thrilled by it. It was just kind of in one ear and out the other. And the clips were nice to look at. Yeah,
again, I think they just kind of ran out of songs with moon and evil or black in the title or something, and they're just kind of pulling anything at this point.
It definitely feels like they front-loaded this with the best choices, the really most thematically appropriate choices, and then eventually they just kind of give up on the concept, and it starts to become more obvious towards the end that they're just aping off the MTV concept and testing the waters there. Here's a song that's popular. Here's some visuals.
Yeah, right. I think it ends up being here's some popular song, and yeah, again, kind of pulling at straws or whatever to make it fit the theme, but it's here, yeah. And again, they're really pushing into this astral projection dream kind of thing they got going on here. Samira comes back and introduces the song Heffalumps and Woozles from the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
I have zero thoughts on it, really. Is Winnie the Pooh a Disney thing?
I would assume that it's here, that it is. Maybe they have acquired or own. I don't think of them together, but maybe. I assume that it's here that it would be. All right, and then so we are about to be into pretty much our last song. The mirror comes back out and he, lets you know he doesn't want anybody to have nightmares. And so to get your fill of sweet dreams, and he tells everybody good night. And the Eurythmics, which honestly, I'll just out myself here. My entire life I've been saying Eurythmics. But I think they said Eurythmics, and I was like, oh, yeah, the rhythm part of the song. Ah, shit, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it's kind of corny.
So they play Sweet Dreams Are Made of These from 1983, and that plays over, again, just another assortment of trippy astral projection dream state random footage. I wouldn't say it's a Halloween song at all, but I do like the song.
Yeah, I love this song. I've been meaning to cover it for ages, actually.
Oh, you would sound awesome doing this.
Yeah, I would love to sing it. I'm until literally today, I didn't know what the band was called. The Eurythmics. Okay, and also, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I never knew that's what they were saying.
You're right. The song is called Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. I kind of assumed he was saying Sweet Dreams Are Made of These, like these things.
Yeah. You know why I'm so familiar with this song originally is as a really young child, I remember seeing it on TV. Do you remember those commercials that were like commercials for compilation CDs of like old hits? Buy, the best hits of the 80s, and they would like play.
Oh, yeah. Really, just like buy 50 classic love songs, and they show you like a huge list of songs, and they play a couple of them. Yeah, I've seen those, yeah.
And they would always play a clip of the music video from this, which is like the most 80s looking thing you've ever seen.
Oh, I've never seen the video.
Even as a young child, I just found this song really hypnotic. It's one of those songs that I feel like nobody really dislikes this song, even if you're not someone who enjoys 80s pop music at all in any capacity. It's just such an easy to listen to, easy to enjoy song. I feel like...
Oh, yeah. It's well done. It's well written. Yeah, very universally. Again, I just know this song from listening to the radio with my dad growing up. It was just kind of played on whatever, I'm sure, classic rock station or something. Yeah, it's a good song. I guess if you were going to add it, not a bad song.
I mean, it definitely doesn't belong here, but I appreciate hearing it.
I would say it belongs a little more than some of the other ones, but agreed. Not a Halloween song. But so this is like the last song of the Halloween special. It's kind of the end of it. But I do want to bring up that they do an ending credits where they roll credits and they play a song that I couldn't find any information on. It's just this untitled ending credit song. But in the credits, they do say additional music by John Debney, which I have to bring up because if John Debney does this song, I thought it was a really fun ending song, honestly. And John Debney does the score for Hocus Pocus, so another fun little Halloween thing there. But that was DTV's 1987 Monster Hits. Did this have any monsters in it? I don't think so. But if by monster hits, I guess they mean monstrously big songs, just big songs.
Yeah, I think it's more of a descriptive term in this case.
Yeah.
These are hits of monstrous stature.
They do that. God, I could be wrong. Let me look over my notes here, but I don't think there's a single fucking monster in this whole thing, which is pretty lame. I mean, again, there's ghosts and witches, and there's the Monster Mash, which I'll give them that.
I think the real monster here is Disney.
Well, I know the monster's in me and the monster's in you. And you, the listener, I know there's a monster in you as well.
Damn straight.
So let's get into the rating. And before we go any further, I'm gonna confirm with you live here. Are we keeping with the? I've been meaning to ask this since the first episode, when I feel like we kind of stumbled onto it as just the first thing that popped out of your head. Are we keeping with our rating system as disembodied human skulls?
Don't meddle with the formula, Bryce. It was meant to be. It was serendipitous.
All right, it is part of the Calling All Creeps lore here. How many disembodied human skulls would you give DTV's Monster Hits Halloween special?
It's a little hard to rate something like this because, again, it's not so much an original thing that they made. It's just, here's some songs and we're going to make some clip shows to the songs. So how do I rate something like this? I enjoyed it. I had fun. So
you got to rate their selection and how what they selected and how they chose to put it together as a sort of compilation.
I guess so. Like in terms of how successful is it at fulfilling the concept? I think the concept was just to create a trial run thing of like, can we imitate the MTV format successfully? But if I'm looking at it a little more charitably than that, as like, is this successful at being an honest to God Halloween music special, I would say probably like a 6 out of 10 disembodied human skulls.
Yeah, this might be. I think I was going to go slightly higher, but I think I agree with you, and this might be the first time I think we've had a matching score here. I might also give it a 6. I don't know. I might give it a 6.5. We'll leave us having an equal rating later on, I guess, because I think I want to agree with you, but I think I just want to give it that slight bump. Just the nostalgia bit of it, I guess. The goofiness kind of it. I think it's fun. I think the idea is fun. I'm super glad this exists. I'm super glad I was able to watch it. Honestly, I will watch this again in the future. I'm glad for it to, showcase stuff like Monster Mash, hell, I'll be happy enough it's got Thriller and Ghostbusters and Somebody's Watching Me. I think this could have been done better, but it's good. It's fun.
I don't think it was executed with a ton of care. I think it was maybe thrown together just a little bit. It feels low effort, so I gave it a fairly low score just because nothing here is really original. I did have plenty of fun watching it. I just think that the thing itself is maybe not executed with the utmost integrity.
Yeah, yep. But yeah, again, I think just fun for what it is.
Well, I can see that this special has put a whimsical sparkle in your eye. For all that, I give it props. And, I'm finding I have remarkably little to say about it because there's just not much to it, really. It's, it's pre-existing clips pieced together with songs, but it does work. I'm not knocking it too hard. The nostalgic quality of it adds a lot. If it didn't have the nostalgia factor going for it, it would strike me as a lot less enjoyable.
Oh yeah, can you imagine this October 30th you flip on your TV and you see Disney Plus TV putting out Monster Hits 2026, and can you imagine they play some like modern music and put on some it would probably just fucking suck.
Yeah, well, then also the pop music of today is just a lot more nihilistic and cynical, I think, so it just wouldn't go well with Disney clips, because it would be like, here's Winnie the Pooh, and here's the new, Taylor Swift song, I Hope All My Ex-Boyfriends Die.
Yeah,
it just wouldn't really work out.
It surprises me how they still mash together. I think they did a Muppets thing with Sabrina Carpenter recently.
That's just so weird to me.
I could see them doing it. I could see them picking some modern music and putting it over some Frozen clips or some shit. And again, yeah, it would fucking blow. And maybe if I was back in 1987, maybe this would have fucking blown to watch personally. But again, like we said, the nostalgia factor, the fact that I'm watching it here in 2026 and not 1987, super fun, super cheesy Halloween fun. I like it.
Well, Bryce, I think we've maybe exhausted the subject at this point. Do you have any more pressing things to say about this special in particular?
I do not. Check it out, and yeah, give us a follow on all your social media jazz. Check out all the other stuff the October Society is doing. By this point, I'm sure we have the Sewer Springs EP is out. The Witchbones full album will be out, and whatever else we got going on. Check out the October Society. Check out Calling All Creeps. What fun stuff would you put on your Halloween playlist? What are your must-have songs you play during the season? Let us know, and maybe we'll put together our own Calling All Creeps Halloween playlist that you can listen to this October. But until next time, you have anything else, Nathan?
I don't think so. Just, you're all ugly.
You are all hideously monstrous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until next time, creeps, bad dreams.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
Life gets darker. Keep checking the mirror. Gets darker. That portrait on the wall. As the night goes on, it gets darker. dressing yourself. The TV is on. The record's spinning. Brushing your hair. I hope you brought a flashlight, or at least a match. I hope you know where you're going. It's getting darker all the time. You love, it gets darker. Get out of the woods. It gets darker. Your thoughts, they get darker. Don't look at the sun. It gets darker. I hope you brought a flashlight, or at least a match. I hope you know where you're going. It's getting darker all the time. It gets darker. It's getting darker all the time. It gets darker.